He's here. Right. YouTube?
Yes, I think they will come. I think because yes, we are.
No.
Yeah, we are.
We are?
Yeah, is it
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Is it because
You can see, right?
it's okay. You're live.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Keith. Good afternoon, beautiful people. I hope you had a great weekend in regards to what you were doing. I had a great weekend, and thank you for joining me today on Let's Swap with Ewoton. We always talk about redefining Africa and the potential that Africa has, and also redefining our roots and basically being the authentic self that are supposed to be in regards to owning who we are, walking in our purpose, and basically I always delve into different sectors and factors that we can basically make a difference or an impact as people who basically know who we are, or in regards to how we can be able to be a light in different sectors or in regards to the gifts that we have. And today I have beautiful guests, also Shimani will be joining me here today
Good
in a few
afternoon.
comments in what we're going to be talking about. And also I have an amazing guest who is also on the Vibe Show in the morning, and also he was on another show, also on the Vibe Show. I love his perspective in regards to how different he sees things in regards to how we can see things, because I believe they say that Shimani that we should always learn from people who see things in different perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's me, the lovely Iriton on Let's Pop, and Shimani, you introduce yourself. I know they know you.
Hi, people. It's me, Hesechi, the money plants. Money each and every day. Thank you, Ewoton, for having me on Let's
Sure,
Pop.
of course.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I believe you've had different perspective on this topic, the power of influence, and the fact that many people in this position, also in leadership, in the fact that they're in government or also in the industry, whatever industry, the music industry, the acting industry, they're basically using that platform in a very not the right way,
Yeah.
right? So I'm gonna invite also our guest to basically introduce himself to us today, and thank you guys for joining us live on YouTube, live on TikTok, also on StreamYard, and also you can download our app on Google Store and stream on www.blackhotfairnetwork.com. We appreciate you, and remember, you are the change that you need to see in the world. Kindly introduce yourself to us today.
He dropped off here, Tom. He dropped off. It might be his internet. He was on there. They dropped off. Wherever they were, I don't know. The
I'm
internet might
sorry.
be bad. Said they dropped off.
On the long stream.
Maybe yeah, maybe the
Maybe
internet
you're
is
in the wrong
bad.
screen.
Keith.
Are you on the wrong stream? Maybe.
Say it again.
Are you on the wrong? Yeah, I can hear you. Toto. I'm talking to Kate. Maybe you're on the wrong stream.
Oh, is the other guy on there? I don't see him.
The other guy is not on YouTube. Sijui
Oh,
yuko website.
they dropped off. You see? Is, are they
Okay.
on there?
No.
Yeah, they
Join us.
dropped off.
He didn't drop. I'm a drop.
They said it might have been the internet. They dropped off.
No, it's there. Hinigani. Hinigani.
I'm
They're
trying
on
to
mute.
text them again. Text them again and see if they're able to
One.
pick up. They were on there, but then they dropped off.
Keep me on the long
I
stream.
think you're on the wrong stream, Kate.
Are they there?
Yeah.
You're the one on the wrong stream. He's on website,
Oh,
Keith. You're on YouTube. That's the difference, eh?
Yeah.
oh, okay, okay, okay. I know you guys are gonna put them on the. All right, get out of here.
You're good now. Alrighty. Kindly introduce yourself again to us, our beautiful guests on virtual. Toto, are you there? Hello. You're fine. I'm having a great afternoon. Excited about Monday. A little bit woozy today, but I'm great. I'm excited. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. I'm so happy to have you here. We're going to talk about the power of influence and also the benefits of influence or the effects in regards to if it's basically taken and used in a positive way, also the negative way, and also the consequences. Uh-huh. Okay, let's take a look at this again because we have to see streamers this, and this.
But I see us on YouTube though. Tumeambia the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay. Nitumie
Okay,
tena.
just a let me resend you the link again.
So ni gani tunaweka juu? Which one?
Just send it here.
Gani? Stream ya gani?
This was yours.
Yeah, we got it. Just a minute. The streamer.
Yeah, the one, mhm. The one with YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Alrighty. Yeah,
So the Jenny the one.
yeah. Or as we wait for him, I'm just gonna play some music. Oh, he's there. You're in. Oh, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. So sorry for that, but we're trying to like restart again. Or you can be able to join us on all the socials. Toto, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Sorry for bombarding you like every
No,
time, but
no
we'll need
problem.
different
Thank you for
perspective
having me
in
on this
regards to
show.
this topic. Sure. Go ahead.
So I was saying thank you so much for having me on the show.
Of course, definitely. And thank you so much for joining us, guys, on live on TikTok. Thank you so much for joining us. You can definitely share the live and also invite more people to come and listen in and comment on this conversation. It's the power of influence, the benefits, and also the way influence has been used in a very negative way, and also the positive and the consequences it has we've seen in regards to this thing called influence because people do not know how to navigate in it or also they are not ready for it and how we can change that and also different perspective on that. So I'm going to define the word influence, which I've researched on it. It's the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something or the effect itself. I'm going to repeat that again. The capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone, or something, or the effect itself. Um, as we basically, that has been explained in regards to what influence is basically changing someone's perspective in regards to how they can see something or their mindset also,
Yeah.
and they basically follow what you're saying
Yeah.
or your behavior, your um, character development in anything like that, you know. And also it says having strong influencing skill is a rare but essential trait. It showcases your all around ability to develop the skill, focus on being dedicated, successful, leading by example, and helping others without expecting anything in return, which nowadays anything you do you have to receive anything in return.
Yeah.
Aligning with company values is a powerful way to influence other positively. But also it says, how does power influence a person? Yeah, I'm going to read that and then you're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
The possession of power transforms individuals' self-esteem, confidence, and powerless actor. So there's a power of influence in regards to how people are in different positions. Let's talk about the government,
Yeah.
for example, on how a politician can just vie for a seat and they will talk about what they're going to do, the amazing achievements. This is all by the power of speech. And because people are so desperate, or maybe the fact that also they're not really, they don't know who they are, or they just want something to hold on to, and this person comes with the power of speech and giving hope to the
Yeah.
society and the public, they're gonna follow that and expect that. And that's why you see some people in this position, as we see whatever they do, and you can see also this in the in on social media
Yeah.
also, like whatever these people in influential position do anything, everybody follows. Most of the people follow without any research. We were talking about
Yeah.
the other time about this, is it okra water? Someone will just come up with something like that. That's a very short example, or a very tiny example of what influence can really cause people without doing any research. You just
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I do agree. Influence has a big effect, or has a very big effect or side effect when it comes to influencing. And even before this show, I think you were having a conversation with you,
Yeah,
and I
it's
was
so
giving you
true.
like a friend story,
Yeah.
and it's just so crazy because the word influence right now, people we call influencers want everything. Like they want, like if I
It's so
say,
true.
oh, it has become like a job. Back then it
It's
was
so
not
true.
supposed to be viewed as a job. You
Of
do it,
course. Yeah.
but you do it, but you do it with not wanting anything in
In
return.
return.
But
Yeah.
right now, if I have that influence, I'm gonna charge you because I'm saying I'm bringing an influence, I'm bringing an impact, I'm
It's
bringing
so
in
true.
numbers,
Right.
and people are just misusing the time. That's why everyone now wants to become an influencer without checking what
Thank
they're
you.
influencing.
Yeah.
When I say you're influencing, I expect you to have like a positive
Of course.
influence
Yeah.
in people.
Yeah.
Maybe you've done something amazing and people look up to you. You have an
Yeah.
influence. When you speak to people, they listen. What do
Yes. Yeah.
Because a politician is a leader.
Yeah.
Not a leader, literally.
These are
Pardon me.
people like when you see a politician, what my mind is basically clicking right now is someone who has dignity, someone who has
Exactly.
integrity. But if
Yeah.
we per se, if we say that if we surpass looking in regards to all these things and what they're
Yeah.
doing, it doesn't
Exactly.
really add up, and it
Yeah.
basically confuses your mind because you're like, if you're someone who's woke, you'll be like, that's not right.
Yeah, but I think also there is a difference
Yeah.
between politics and leadership.
Okay.
So that is where we create the line, because a
Okay.
politician
Mm.
can be a politician but cannot be a lead. No, a leader can
Yeah.
be a leader without being a
So
politician.
true. So
But a
true.
politician is doing both, and it is
So
just
true.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is just so crazy because what we're expecting is for you to become a leader, but
Of
now right
course.
now we have politicians.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to care, but at the end of the day all of them have influence because they
That
can
is
actually
true.
create talk to a mass of people.
Yeah.
They can have that influence on people.
Yeah.
But also when you look at also the industry, how it actually works,
Mm.
musicians are influencers.
Yeah.
Depends with your context,
Yeah.
your context also.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Now I was telling you about a story back then of my personal experience
Yeah.
with influencers, and
Yeah.
pardon me, I'm gonna repeat it here. I'm not gonna call their names, all right? Yeah.
Mm.
So this one time my friend invites me for a party.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a sideline because first and foremost, when they're inviting me, I'm broke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a broke era of my life. I don't have nada. So they're like, okay, Shmani, pull up. Mini mebebwa, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
go. And I tell her straightforward. I tell her, hey, by the way, I don't have money. So wewe unajua mi unanibeba.
Yeah.
Unajua, and she's like one of my closest friends. Ya kanibeba.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we were going to like influencers party.
Yeah.
Mi lidhani tu tunaenda sherehe.
Yeah.
So we got there. Of course, we go to her place to pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I'm meeting them, pardon me, I can't recognize them
Yeah.
from social media.
Yeah.
Because first and foremost, they're like thick women, like big,
Right.
over plus size.
Right.
And then they're dressed like in deras. They're dressed like in deras, right?
What? Are you trying to say? Are you trying to say big? You trying to say big women can't be influenced?
No, no. Let me give you the tea. Let me give you the tea. So they're like big, like plus size women, right? So I don't recognize them from. I see them on Instagram, but they're looking wanaka venye wanataka. They're in deras.
Okay.
They're in deras. They look shaggy. They're still at home, you know.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh, these are just normal people.
Mhm.
Let's hang out. So
Mhm.
we hang out, we eat, we pregame at home,
Mhm.
the way most Kenyans do, right?
Right.
So they go to the bedroom. This is 3. We went there. My friend was like, hurry, we're gonna get late.
Right.
Akanitoa by 1.
Mm.
Uzuri tulipata there was food at their place. So we are eating. I don't have sina pressure. We are sipping. We are waiting for them to get ready.
Yeah.
So they go to the bedroom from 3,
Mhm.
4, 5, 5:30.
Yeah.
This is 3 hours.
Mm.
Damn, they
And
went
I
to sleep.
asked, I keep on asking,
They went.
where
They
did
went
they
to
go?
sleep
Where's
with.
these girls? And
They
it's not
went.
my place. So I have to like
They
have
went to. They went to
I
sleep with their big ass, Shimani. Their big asses went to sleep.
no, no.
Oh my.
So they go to like for 3 hours.
Mm.
Kumbe they were doing makeup.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Dang.
okay. I asked, where did they go? I've not seen them, and it's not my place. I can't be
Yeah.
moving around.
Yeah.
So I'm like having etiquette. I'm just seated in my position, doing what I'm supposed to do. So they go have like really. When they come out here is when I relate. Damn,
Mm.
these are the same people.
Mhm.
Because when I came in, they were like looking shaggily, and I couldn't even know it's them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, what? These are the same people. The makeup that was
Uh
done,
oh.
Yeah.
the the hair,
Shimani.
the
Uh
wigs,
oh.
they look
Hold on,
different.
Shimani. Hold on. Sounds like some catfishing going on. Sound
No,
like.
it's not.
Yes, it
It's
is.
fine. I just want to
Because
give
that.
my experience.
Because it took them 3 hours to get
No.
on makeup. That's not what they really look like. They catfishing. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they look like really different, okay? And I'm like, oh, it's when I relate now. Damn, these are those girls from social media.
Yeah.
So I start to behave. So I was so calm. So I'm feeling like I'm with influencers. So nasikia katumbo. There's something, I'm like, am I at the right place?
Right.
I thought we were just normal people.
Right.
Right? So I'm
Yeah.
seeing, I'm like, am I at the right place?
Yeah.
Okay, so am I underdressed?
Right.
I'm questioning myself, right?
Yeah.
Because they're dressed like
Yeah. Like
really dressed. And me, I was like, just let me get a dress. And when I came, they were like, oh, you're so. I was so small the other time, so
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you're so tiny. Come hug me. You look so beautiful. So when they came out of the room, I was like, damn,
Mm.
I'm in the wrong
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's go. So tunatoka at the door. They want to take pictures.
Mm.
This is 1 hour.
Mhm.
We are waiting. The cab has already come. They have, of course, some of them have cars.
Yeah.
Another 1 hour of pictures before we get into the car. I'm
Okay.
like, okay. And then on the road, everybody has their phones on. People are vlogging.
Okay.
Like, kwa gari, like on the road. It's just crazy mad phones all over.
Right.
And I'm asking myself, am I at the right place?
Right.
I feel so uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
So we get to that place. She was hosting in a club.
Okay.
Outside the club, another 1 hour session of pictures.
Mm.
I'm already tired. Like, I'm like, tunaanza sherehe saa ngapi?
Yeah.
When are we starting? Like, I
Yeah.
want to just go there. So we get in there, and I don't know how they know. I was telling you about this.
Mm.
One is coming from the door, like
Mm.
really, really far,
Yeah.
and they have already their phones on,
Right.
their cameras. How did they know the other one also has their cameras on?
Yeah.
So the other one is coming with the camera, this, and then it's like, cameras after camera. I'm like,
Right.
man, from shoes, the whole time,
Everywhere.
everywhere. I'm like, where am I?
Right.
Like, and then I see what's on social media because I'm on the ground with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I'm like, this is not the same party that we are at.
Social media.
You know,
Yeah.
what I'm seeing on social media is a different thing.
Yeah.
But on the ground,
Yeah.
man, we're just taking pictures. We've not even settled.
Right.
And then they want to buy like very expensive alcohol, very, very expensive.
Right.
Like expensive champagne, Bel
Yeah.
Airs, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then after doing that, they don't have the money to
Yeah. To pay for it.
pay for it.
Yeah.
So they're actually contributing. But
Okay.
on social media,
Mm.
you feel like everybody has their own stuff.
Okay.
And you feel like they're really some ball. They're like crazily. And I'm looking at them. I'm on the ground. You know, I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They're even calling me mshamba. Like
Yeah.
they said, best yako na ni kienyeji hataki kupiga mapicha. Like this one doesn't like to take. What's wrong with this?
Yeah.
So when I say the power of influence
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how it
Yeah.
has actually changed,
Corrupted
corrupted
mind.
people's minds,
Yeah.
because whatever you see on social media
Mm.
is not the same.
Not
And
the
probably
same.
I'm talking about maybe small influencers, but this was my first time having like a big
Yeah.
one-on-one experience
Yeah.
with them, and this is when I knew, man,
Yeah.
it is just so crazy. People have actually misused social media,
Yes.
and they're getting actually
and their
paid.
positions of
And
influence.
Exactly.
Honestly.
So I asked
Like, it's not
myself,
really about what you're supposed to offer, being impactful,
Be impactful,
persuade people
exactly.
to change, be better. It's all about my lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's all about how you want to view me. It's all about me, greed.
but
And
you know, they also, I asked and they were told that there are different type of influencers.
okay.
You know, so it
Mhm.
depends with your line of work. But
Sure.
my view is, okay,
Mm.
you have like 100,000 subscribers,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
What impact are you making with it?
Thank you.
You know, that is
That is
where,
it.
because I don't feel like showing me your house, maybe it actually encourages. I don't know, but
to have a better house.
right now when you go on social media, everybody's doing house tours.
Right.
It's competition, bruv.
It's crazy.
House tour, even mtu kwa bed. What is wrong
But do you
with
think it's
people?
because of what they've been seeing on social media, or maybe what the other people are influencing them to do, and
Ye-
they feel that's the in thing right now? And they
Exactly.
do not want to be left out. That thing for not
Exactly.
being left out, which is not the thing actually.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you saw, I'm not saying showcasing your house or whatever you're gonna showcase on social media is like a bad thing. You do whatever you want to do, but I feel like if you're in a very significant position,
Yeah.
it's a very very not complicated, but
Mm.
very, you have to be really sure on, not sure, you have to be really woke in regards to what you want people to see,
To
what
see.
you're portraying,
Yeah.
because there are people who out there who actually do not know who they are.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out life, and they're looking up to you, and that whatever you're going to showcase, whatever step you're going to make, that's what they're going to do.
Maybe people are actually, I feel like I even have a friend who like is an influencer and she does stuff, and
Yeah.
one time she was doing like Q&A,
Mm.
upcoming influencer, amazing content.
Mhm.
And somebody was telling her on the comment section, oh, you're trying to be like somebody but you can never, you're boring.
Okay.
You know, and she actually says one thing,
Right.
that, you know, I'm not trying to be that person, but even
Yeah.
if I'm trying, that person is an influencer, so,
Right.
so the person has actually influenced me to actually do that.
Right.
So it's not a bad thing for me because I'm looking up to them and I want to
Right.
be like them or even better.
Mhm.
You know, so it actually depends. But I want to hear Toto's perspective
Yeah.
on because the last time he was telling us about, you know, I was giving an example of dress code.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to
Oh,
buy clothes,
Right.
and then just not to be left behind.
Right.
You know, and then you find everybody in the circle has the same thing
Mhm.
because you didn't want kuachwa nyuma.
Right.
So I want to hear his perspective about influencing, because he's a very active person.
Yeah.
He has his own YouTube channel.
Right.
He has his stuff going on. He actually influences the people on the beauty of taking care of your skin and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's hear his perspective.
Well, okay. Shimani, I heard you there. Well, that was
Did
an
you hear my
experience I
story?
had. Yes, I did.
Was
You
a
know,
crazy one.
uliitwa kienyeji. Yo.
Akiwalai juu eti sipigi mapicha 1000 was crazy.
Ah, but anyway, in the influencing world, you'll find the way you said you'll find there are different influencers. Maybe you'll find
Okay.
like maybe the one you are hanging out with, maybe
Yeah,
club hosts or club influencers. These people are
Right.
yeah,
paid to show up in the
yeah.
Mm.
club, and
They
you
were.
might find the drinks they were drinking they're already catered for by the club. So all they
So
do
true.
is dress up nicely, and they need to have their cameras on 24/7 in the club just to show people the
Wow.
vibe that's
Oh,
going
okay.
on in the club to be able to bring
Right.
them to the club. Then you'll also
Mm.
find their lifestyle influencers, people who will blog about their lifestyle. They're even
Mm-hmm.
home decor people who will show you how to decorate your houses. But
Right.
hapo kwa house tours, of late you, hey, let me tell you,
What
I
happened?
saw somewhere
Yeah.
people actually take
Uh-huh.
furnished Airbnbs, then do them as house tours.
Wow.
Yes,
That is
just
not.
to
Oh
No,
damn,
that
it's
is
fake
not
like
right.
that.
just to show you that they are up there. Then
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're done with your one night at your Airbnb. You go back to your one bedroom or bed sitter. Now everybody thinks you have this posh
Right.
place, of which
But what's
of
the
which.
goal? What do you think? What's the goal? Honestly.
So now that's the problem, because you see again when it comes to influencing, you want to put up a facade that you are living this lifestyle. Yet at the end of the day, when you are alone, goddamn, this is not the lifestyle I'm living.
Yeah.
Right.
And you'll
And that's why
find
people are depressed, maybe.
yeah, true. Because again, I just got on Instagram. Then I'm seeing my fellow 21-year-old is living in a four-bedroom apartment. I'm like, what am I doing in
Exactly.
life? Like, yo,
Exactly.
I need to get where you are. And maybe
Right.
that four-bedroom is not even his or hers. They took an
Right.
Yeah.
Airbnb once they were in a party or having a birthday, and
Right.
Yeah.
they decided to run with that.
Right. But what do you understand by the word influence in regards to even the corporate world, in regards to people who are really in these positions, and then maybe they have a lot of followers, or even let's talk about a Kenyan industry. Let's talk about the people in like Hollywood, right? With people with influence and how it has really affected a lot of people. Let
Yeah.
me talk about Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah, in regards to the lifestyle that we're trying to live, not knowing these people, like what they have to do, what they had to do to get there, which is so sad,
Yeah.
Toto. Are you there, Toto?
Oh yeah, I am. You froze a bit, so I was wondering if it's on my side. So you
Oh yeah,
remember
yeah.
you remember when the Dubai story was trending, like the things Kenyan ladies are going to do in Dubai just to get the
Yeah,
money
Yeah.
and
Potty
stuff
potty
like
babes.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
you
hear
remember
about
that
that.
story.
Potty potty babes. You know them.
No,
You don't know potty potty?
Oh,
no, no,
So
Ewoton,
potty potty.
you need to use your Google.
no.
Potty potty babes,
Uh-huh.
these girls that showcase this lifestyle
Mhm.
on social media,
Yeah.
you don't see them work, you don't see
Okay.
them do anything, but they're out there traveling. Now in Dubai,
Yeah.
it is the same thing. They are called by this maybe bigger how are they called? What is your friend's name? The one that came with the
Which one?
shakes. With
Okay,
the
shakes.
shakes, like,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then with like people who have like a lot of influence or
Okay,
money, and then
okay.
when they got there they eat like potty is like for a kid to like
Mm-hmm.
poop and all that.
Yeah.
So it comes from that. So they come to eat like poop. They have sex
What
with
do you mean?
dogs. Yes. People are actually talking about this.
Oh
So that
my
is where
gosh.
potty potty babes came from.
Right,
And a
right.
lot of people you see, and they know each other because the lifestyle is the same.
Okay.
So if I see you in the same place, I
Okay.
know whatever
Right.
you're doing in,
Right.
and then they're paid like hell a lot of money. They come to Kenya,
Okay.
even if kama liraruka na shonwa na million or how much, and so that is where it came from.
This is too much for me. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Are
and
you
and
serious?
women were actually explaining and
Right.
confessing about it,
Oh my
and it was
goodness.
crazy because unasikia mtu ameenda Dubai, you just know what they're gonna do over there. Because first and foremost, like I was telling you, I know your family. Where did you get money to go to Dubai and
Right.
go to Paris every week?
Right.
Exactly, you have to be doing something. But that is what poti poti, that is
Right.
something, that is the story behind poti poti babes.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should redefine the word influence, honestly, because now it has just been portrayed in a very unnatured way. It's just like you can just influence whatever you are, even if it's something negative,
Yeah.
because people are gonna follow you in regards to what you're doing, which is
Yeah.
like it doesn't add up.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm looking up to, what can I say, Janet Mbogo, amazing
Yeah.
woman doing great work. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I love this tips she's like taken in life.
Yeah.
Beautiful conversation in regards to discipline, financial discipline.
Yeah.
She tells a story on how she used to be in high school. After
Yeah.
work, she got a job as a radio
Exactly,
presenter.
yeah.
She didn't know how to save. You can follow that, how she knew how to save.
Exactly.
That for me is good influence,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But now it's crazy because you can just come up with anything that is just very, very dumb, and you say you're an influencer because you have whatever followers you
Numbers.
have,
Yeah.
and people are gonna follow you, which is so sad. Like,
Yeah.
do people have time to sit back and learn who they are and just have a little bit of knowledge? I know I have a lot to learn in regards to a lot of things, but
Yeah.
then some things are just like, no,
Yeah.
honestly.
It's crazy because when even you look at the industry, entertainment,
Yeah.
we've had conversations of even
Mhm.
I remember that at that time, was it Ben Sol was talking about was it the weed, or he
Okay.
said something about it,
Yeah.
and whatever he said, people took it wrongly.
Okay.
You know, people
Yeah.
are like, okay, you do that, but don't ask me to be in the same space to do it. And he just said it from a lighter note.
Yeah.
And if you want to know the influence, because he's like a public figure,
Yes.
people are gonna listen.
Of
So as a
course.
public figure,
Yeah.
whatever you're gonna write on your tweets,
It's so
whatever
true.
you're gonna speak out,
Yeah.
however you're gonna answer a question
Thank
in
you.
in an interview,
Yeah.
is going to be taken very seriously.
It's so true.
Exactly. So before you write anything as a public figure, before you speak out,
Yeah.
how you carry out yourself
Thank you.
is going to matter. That is why you don't see these people very available.
So true.
You nasikiaga wanaambiwa you should be like in spaces where
Yeah.
you're not
And that's why
outside
they
so
choose
much.
even the places they
They
go
go to
the
exactly.
in a place of influence where you can be yourself,
Yeah.
because people have a way they view you. So when
Exactly.
you're actually in your moment,
Yeah.
it's kind of a lot of judgments really are thrown at you in regards to how you're supposed to act.
It adds also value to them
Of
because
course.
they actually say if I'm not available so much,
Mm,
you can't access me easily. So my
Right.
paper is going up.
right.
You know, because if you see me, I have to come out for a very, very important
Right.
thing. Look at
Right.
Nyashinsky.
Right.
You never see him.
Yeah.
That's why his paper is high. Because
Mm.
if you say Nyashinsky, come and perform for me at
Yeah.
this event,
Mm.
he's gonna charge you hell a lot of
But I can say he
money.
knows how to handle himself.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying you
He's
never
not
see his things
chasing.
out there.
So true.
You never see him. His dramatic. You never see any drama life out there.
That is so
He's
true.
It's not that he's not in a relationship. It's not
Right.
that he doesn't have wife and kids. He
Right.
does have.
Mm.
But does he place them out there?
Yeah.
No, because he knows the impact and the importance of
Right.
influence.
Right.
People who are really, really so much available,
Mm.
their worth goes down.
It's so true.
You know, it goes as simple as even in a relationship.
Yeah.
If you are too available,
Yeah.
you become boring. For real, for real.
Yeah.
So you have to know the power of your
Speak,
presence.
speak,
So
speak for
when
yourself,
you are an
Shamani.
influencer.
I
Speak for
think.
yourself, Shamani.
What do you think?
Yes. What is your
Dodo?
thought?
Speak for yourself. It's about, the problem, what you said was
Dodo, are
true,
you
but
there?
in a relationship,
Internet?
doesn't mean somebody's going to be boring because you've been around them a little bit.
It's so true.
Huh?
Is it there? Toto, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You froze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You guys
our
can hear me.
internet.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
You guys are frozen because Shamani's been on here too long. She's getting bored.
Alrighty. We were asking your perspective on this. Like the way, like the word influence should be redefined because it's crazy right now. Like the word influence has a lot of meanings right now in regards to the main perspective of what influence is. Okay.
I think, is it our internet? It is.
Yeah, but that's okay. as I was saying, like the word influence should be redefined.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it's annoying, and the fact that maybe you cannot do anything because there's a lot of them, and also in the government, we talked about the government.
Yeah.
I can say not following a lot of politics, but always on the forefront, or maybe the social media.
Yeah.
And I feel like, let me talk about Bob Moreno.
Yeah.
There was a case about him, the case about the shooting. I don't know what happened about that, honestly.
Yeah. He
I want,
won.
yeah, which
He
was,
won the case. He paid the family. The
but
guy
it,
didn't die.
but he accepted what he did.
No, he didn't. The guy actually changed the mind. It's crazy because that,
What?
yeah, he changed. Like alisema eti hakuona mwenye alimshoot.
Oh my
after
gosh.
after a year of taking me to like court, I
Right.
think they paid him off.
Is that right though? Like, do they like, um, I don't know. Do they tell you something about they're gonna take your life, or it's
Probably
annoying,
comes with
honestly.
threats.
Threats. That's what I was
Yeah,
talking
and
about.
money.
Right.
Yeah,
But still, we can see like people still love this guy.
exactly.
They still support him, and they
Yeah,
forget about that factor because
exactly.
it could have been anybody at that moment.
Yeah. And what if the guy had died?
Yeah. What
You
if the
know,
guy had died?
look at it
Honestly.
from that perspective.
Yeah.
It becomes really crazy.
I think we're the one who've accepted all this
Mm-hmm.
as in terms of government. We've basically accepted everything that is being thrown at us in terms of every sector in the government. As I was talking about in the government sector, sorry, in the educational sector,
Yeah.
agriculture sector. Right now, we're seeing that Museveni is charging extra three Kenyan shillings
Yeah.
for Kenya to import Irish
Potatoes.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Why? Is it because of the dollar or anything about that? I don't know.
I don't know too.
Yeah, but the fact that I believe if you understand if you're in a very influential position and you understand what impacts,
Yeah.
like if you have that understanding, I feel like you're gonna act right. Or if you've never tasted fame, let me say fame or
Exactly.
popularity,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so different for you.
Okay.
But many people are really chasing this right now, everywhere. Like our generation, that's what like they just want to be famous. But
Yeah.
what are you famous for?
I
Honestly.
I also think when you look
Hmm.
at it politically, I feel like these politicians and of course even these people in power, because
Yeah.
of their influence or because they're influential, they know somebody, they are connected, and I just want to relate to what is actually happening right now.
Hmm.
We have the cabinet secretary Murkomen talking about a
Okay.
vehicle. I don't know if you guys have seen. There is a Mercedes Benz that was
Okay.
actually on the highway, and these
Okay.
young men walikuwa na fly, walikuwa wametoa the head over the
Okay.
windows,
Okay.
both sides, and you can
Okay.
see them like enjoying. I think they were maybe under the influence,
Okay.
and he came to talk about it. He
Okay.
tweeted about it,
Yeah.
has said he's looking for this car, the honor,
Mm.
and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And this has brought controversial questions
Hmm.
on X, where people actually saying a few days ago, uh, Karen Nyamu
Hmm.
was actually in a scandal of road where she took a video
Oh my gosh.
of turning in a wrong way, knowing,
Yeah.
and she posted it, and it went viral, and nobody
Okay.
talked about it,
Yeah.
even the minister, or rather the cabinet secretary of transport.
Yeah.
Now people are actually bringing the conversation of,
Yeah.
are you actually talking about this because they are not known, but
Mm.
when the MP or the senator did that,
Mm.
you were quiet?
Yeah.
So is it about the influence? You see, it's as
Mm.
simple as that. Is it
Yeah.
because she's powerful, or
Yeah.
is it because she's in the government,
Yeah.
or is it because she has a lot of networks? That is why
Mm.
you guys just left it as that.
Yeah.
And right now, these boys, you want to look for them, arrest them, and even charge them. So
Right.
there is power of also, and I feel
Yeah.
like they actually escape a lot of this
Yes.
because of the influence they
They
have
have. It's
in the
so true.
government, the power they have. Have you
Mm.
ever not heard even people saying, I know somebody, where?
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Najua
Mostly
nani?
when they're arrested.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if
So it's
someone
the
is
power of
powerful,
influence.
right?
Exactly.
Does that not like not really scary? Like, let's say you get into a position of power.
Yeah.
How will you use that?
I don't know.
Do you think it's gonna change you?
I don't know, Eve. I feel like I don't know. First and
I
foremost,
know
I've
it would
never.
change me.
Oh my god, in a good or bad way. Like, what do you
You would
think?
see my
Honestly,
you would see
because
my
people
true
are gonna be
colors.
looking at you.
You know where you go where you see scenarios. Do you know who I am? Do you know who you're messing with?
Mm.
I
Yeah.
swear that would
Yes.
be me on a daily.
Oh my, are you serious?
especially especially on these supermarket attendants where you're waiting on a line, then you have to wait for somebody else to come put a password. I'm like, yo, do you know who I am?
Oh
I don't
my
need
god.
to lie. I also see them not lining in the banks.
Really?
Yeah, you've never seen.
Dang. No, I think I've not met any influential person like
And they don't
in a bank.
line. They just go. They meet the manager behind there. They're
Oh
served.
my goodness.
Yeah,
You know,
you can even
that I
tell
would
even
also
if
not.
there's like a convoy of vehicles and somebody
Yeah.
powerful is
Yes.
passing.
For
Yeah.
me, any small
You
convenience, I would
wouldn't.
really pay for it. I would go for it.
Mhm.
What? Eh? Any small place where I can get inconvenience.
I think that.
Definitely. That's me. Sign me up. Sign me up very fast.
But
Uh-huh.
what's your perspective right now, like in regards to the leaders that we have, Toto? Like, is it not sad, and how can we work towards this? Like this influence thing, as Shimani was saying right
Yeah,
now about Nyamu, Karen Nyamu,
yeah,
she got away with the tan that she made,
yeah.
and nobody
And it's
talked about it.
wrong.
It's wrong, and she took a
She
video.
took a video and
She
posted.
literally took a video, right? And the one these guys were having a good time.
Yeah,
There are basically their faces or their heads are out of the
out of the window.
window.
Exactly.
This was the main thing that was being talked about,
Yeah.
right? What do you think? Is it not right? Like, how should we redefine this word influence, honestly? And why are people taking advantage of it when they're like in a very powerful position where they can basically use it in a way to impact, to
Yeah.
change, to uplift, to uphold people? Why not do that? Right? We had Sonko, very influential man.
Sonko is
He was
influential.
at the time.
Oh,
Right,
Sonko?
Toto? What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little call mama. Alisaidia wa
Wow.
mama. No, really though.
You
That's
want
what I'm
people on
talking
your neck.
about. Like,
Yeah.
Shmani, you want people on your neck, eh?
They come for me. I have their stories up. You know, the internet does not forget. That is also what people influencers should actually remember. The internet does not forget. However much influence people right now is gonna come back. So if you are influencing people the wrongful way, and when you get to 40 or 50, you're like
oh my gosh.
redefining yourself.
Redefining yourself? What do
You
you
know,
mean?
like changing your ways and starting to be like, I'm going to
Should be a
remove.
better person.
Exactly. You know, I'm going to remove the
No,
evidence.
they'll be like, you know what? I've had my past and everything. Now I'm a better person.
You know,
Forgive.
I gave
It
my
has
life to Christ. I'm starting
Ah,
over.
you're
oh
all crazy.
stop.
Stop it with that shit. This, I was looking at this video.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm gonna play for you guys later on the Rhythm Scope
yeah,
show. Let me just give it a little bit.
yeah.
So this man is talking to on I don't know if you guys watch this podcast of Lynn Ngugi.
Lean.
She like does confessions where people
Okay.
come and on I think it's on Tuko.
Okay.
Yeah. So Lynn Ngugi was actually hosting somebody, and
Mm.
there is this Amina Abdi,
Okay.
the influencer,
Yeah.
the radio presenter,
Mhm.
TV presenter. She was actually talking about it, and she came out to say, reacted to this. So this guy is actually saying how they used to cut women's teeth.
Mhm. Wow.
Yes, kwa
Okay.
B&Bs,
Right.
and sell them to white people for
White
130,000.
people?
Yes,
Why white
and it was
people?
just white people.
Why?
I don't know why they were selling teats. Wanaenda wanakuta B&B the way that guy was doing, wanakata wasichana matiti teats, and then they sell for
Goodness.
what did he say, 130 shillings,
Oh my gosh.
130,000 shillings.
Mm.
And now this guy apparently walks scot free. He's saved now. Okay,
He's born
he's
again.
he's born again and is actually giving his confessions. Ako like tulikuwa tunakata madem matiti, and this guy walked away with that.
Mm.
You know. So
Yeah.
what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
I changed. Oh, are we gonna count on what you did back then? Are we gonna say because now I've redefined myself?
That's
We
the name of my
forgive you.
show. Hey, my stuff.
Should we say that? No, you answer me about that.
Redefine myself.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
that's a lot. In the name of now I'm saved.
Mm-hmm.
Did you face the consequence? How many women tits did you cut, bruv?
Right. Right.
And sell to, and what did they want with people's teeth?
Yeah. That's
Question yourself. These people are man
something.
eaters.
Mm. Wow,
These
that's
people
the
are nuts
desperation
in
of
the
money.
head.
Like people don't really think about. Honestly, you should be thinking about the consequence of everything that you're doing.
Selling of body organs.
Right.
This is what they do.
It's happening.
It's
It
happening.
is
And
happening.
people are now actually running away from it in the name of, oh, I did those things while I was wild, while I was, gee, what? Right now I am. Bro, if you're bad, stop running. This karma is just. And the way he's saying it is not that he's sorry. I'm
Mhm.
going to play for you guys the video.
Mhm.
He's not sorry. Anasema, kwanza zile matitiz, achana na hizi zenye zimeanguka. Oh my God, I'm like, bro, are you even sorry for what you did?
Dodo, what's your take on this?
Crazy.
That's a tough one because again, you might find while they were doing this, nobody maybe went ahead and reported them. So again, there was
Yeah.
no case
Yeah.
against them. So even them coming
Mm.
now right now to confess and all that. So if somebody went and let's say now filed or reported them, now you see now that will be
Yeah.
used as confession and they'll get
Right.
maybe their sentence. But because nobody, let's say maybe all the women who went through that never saw the light of day after all that, you see, so nobody
Mm.
was there to report.
Yeah.
But these
Exactly.
people, I want to differ with you, Toto,
Okay.
because I also want to relate it when we had femicide.
Okay. Right.
Would ask yourself this, and it's not that now women started confessing
Okay.
later
Yeah.
and saying the same guy has done this to me back then.
Mm.
The same guy has done
Mm.
this. This is something that has been happening.
Yeah.
And it's not that some of them didn't report. Some, of
Mm.
course, were scared to report because
Yeah.
they would be judged.
Yeah.
But again, there were some that actually went and talked about it to the
Mm.
police officers,
Mm.
and nothing was done.
Yeah.
Because probably the person has much influence,
Yeah.
or the person has money,
Yeah.
or the person has a videotape that is gonna threaten them with.
Mm.
So when you look at the power of influence, when Kanyari's sister was actually murdered,
Yeah.
then people started talking about it.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm saying people actually go and report these cases,
Mm.
but again, police don't take them
That's so
seriously.
true.
But again, you're told by the same police officers uko na ngapi.
Mm.
Mi siendi hapo bila unieke mafuta.
Mm.
How much nowadays, if you go to report a case, what do the police say each and every day? How
Right.
much do you have?
Yeah.
And you are the one that is reporting the case.
Yeah, and it's very dire.
It's very dire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not even about they didn't go to report. Some of
course.
them went, but they never
Of course.
listened.
And that's why they came after.
Exactly.
I think I remember that story because after it was like basically a big deal. Or I
Yeah.
think someone important
Yeah.
was murdered.
Yeah.
Then the rest were actually opening up and they're like, I went to the station, I went to the police, nothing. They didn't do anything. They're saying they're gonna look after this case. They didn't do anything
They
at all.
didn't.
And what are you supposed to do?
Exactly.
Honestly.
Nothing.
Yeah, and I think some things just happen for other to basically release a train of other
Yeah.
hidden things that
Yeah.
have not been talked about.
Yeah.
Because it became a train of experience of the same thing, which
The
is
same
very,
thing.
very hard to watch and just hear.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because when someone influential, something happens to them, that becomes a very important
thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look at John Falme.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
he wasn't a mainstream DJ, would
Mm.
you think the video would have gone viral?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Just because he was John Falme. The moment they just said a mainstream DJ,
Yeah.
all vlogs
Mm.
were out here posting the same story in the
Right.
name of they want that because this is an
Yeah.
influential person.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring us numbers announcing this.
Yeah.
It's gonna do this and this.
Mm.
And how do you use your influence?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's
How
the
do
thing.
you use, like, for example, Blackout Fire is a brand.
Yeah.
It's been here for 6 years.
Right.
What do you get every time you listen to Blackout
so
Fire?
true.
Redefine Africa.
Mm.
How influential are they? They teach you knowledge each and every day.
Yeah.
And if somebody, that is why you find each and every day you're gaining a follower.
Right.
Because somebody out there
Yeah.
is learning something new
Yeah.
each and every
It's so
day.
true. Yeah.
But again, you go to people, there are people I just look and I'm even scared of watching their videos.
Right.
In public or
Yeah.
some, I'm like, this is just bullshit.
Yeah.
Let me pass.
Right.
And the influencers, or they call
Of
themselves,
course.
also let us not confuse this influencing
That's
by
the thing.
celebrity.
And that's why it's like the
Can we
power
just
influence.
define that? The difference between influencers, celebrities, TikTokers. What is the difference?
And what are you gaining from that? Because
Exactly.
some people like in the social media like TikTok, maybe someone whatever you are, you just want fun and crazy things, and
Yeah.
that's what you go for.
You go for that.
And there's this person who's redefined themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, I'm this person in this position. I'm gonna give you fun. I'm gonna give you crazy, and that's what you're gonna follow, which is
Exactly.
so sad.
Yeah.
Because instead of using that platform to help people be better in whatever aspect they can be, or teach somebody whatever a language, I don't know, you're using it in a very corrupted way, which is
Yeah.
gonna the consequences are gonna
Yeah.
be there, not now, but eventually time will catch up with you, whether you like it or not. It's not like um word I'm saying or something negative. It just happens. It's life.
I also feel like this is making it's growing a very lazy society.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we are growing a very lazy society where people don't want to do jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to be an influencer. Right now, everybody is actually having a YouTube channel, and it's
Right.
not bad. Some
But
people
some are
actually
just,
make money,
but
but some
some,
are just having it for the sake of
yeah,
having it.
it's so
And
true.
right now, people finish Form 4. Nobody is actually
Mm,
saying, I want to actually go into this. I want to specify my career on
yeah.
this. I just want to be an influencer. Kazi yako ni gani? I'm a TikToker. I'm a YouTuber.
Yes.
Lazy people in the society
Right.
in the name of influence.
Yeah. It doesn't add up.
It doesn't add
Let's
up.
redefine this word also. I think we'll basically talk deeper in regards to like mostly government,
Yeah.
because I feel there's so much
There's so
importance
much. Yeah.
in that, in terms of like the government aspect and these people in leadership, in the, let me say, public figure people. Like when you
Exactly.
just, I'm gonna say their name and people just follow whatever they say
Yeah.
because you don't want to do research and everything like that. Always doing my research about things.
Yeah.
I'm still in that space.
Yeah.
But the fact that why do I believe in this? Why do I follow this? You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
if you have your feet grounded in whatever you're following and whatever it's influencing you, because it's going to showcase in regards to how you do life, how you think, how you act, how you behave.
Yeah.
It's in regards to where you put your mindset and your focus on. It's going to attract back to you,
Yeah.
and also to your environment.
Yeah.
Even the way we are brought up, the people you're surrounding yourself, that's also influence. That your
Yeah.
environment, the people you're
Yeah.
surrounding yourself with, that's totally influence. I
Yeah.
think we should be really careful, because sometimes you're also influenced regardless if you like it or not. Because sometimes, let's say there's a word we're always saying here,
Yeah.
like regardless, subconsciously,
Yeah.
it's just, you're just gonna start saying it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Exactly.
that's the power of influence.
Literally.
Honestly, what?
Literally. So I believe also there's importance in environment.
Yes.
Influences a lot. Every time
Yeah.
we have like even guests here, we ask them, does your art, like, does your environment influence your art? And they actually say yes. The type of music I'm gonna get out there
Yeah.
is going to be actually reflect on where
Yeah.
I've been, on
Yeah.
how I've grown up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sing something I don't know.
Mm.
Because when you start also writing things that you don't know,
Of
and you
course.
start calling people's names, some people live that life, they'll come for you. And
Yes.
you'll answer that.
So
So
true.
you can't also be faking that. One
Yeah.
thing I also want people to also understand that
Yeah.
from influence also, that these people are human beings.
Mm.
Influencers, whatever, they're human beings. However much you expect these people to carry themselves
Yeah.
in a way,
Yeah.
they're humans.
Of
Let's give
course.
them a break. Oh, I'm a
Influences.
mainstream. Yeah, I'm a
Mhm.
mainstream person. I can't take a matatu. Why?
Mm.
I can't walk on the road.
It's the
Why?
pressure they're giving themselves.
I feel like also people out there,
But what would you want?
they
Like,
say,
where would
chiki
you
chiki,
live
leo
according
sini
to
buy
what
your
people?
lunch.
What people
Leo
live?
sini buy your lunch.
Right.
Oh, Leo. And people are like me, I'm just tired of the same questions.
Yeah.
I was asking my friends the other time, and they were like, mi kuna njia zenye sipiti.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, they don't
Okay.
pass those roads because
Yeah.
they're gonna meet people who want this, or who want them to
Mhm.
behave like this, or
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
let's also know that these people are human beings. They need break. They live
Right.
normal lives apart from the life you see on social media or the
Mm.
life you see out there.
Yeah.
The way they carry themselves, they're also humans on
Right.
this other side. So let's be lenient with them.
Right.
You also see even when people die,
Mhm.
when they lose their family members,
Mm.
tap dust on their neck. Give them a break. They're
Right.
humans. Let them mourn. Respect their space.
Mm.
Look at the influence of this guy that just died, the CDF.
Right.
Okay, let's see. The boy was actually talking about vloggers.
That is so
You
true.
know, you don't actually even respect that in the name of I want numbers.
Yeah.
What would you actually say? You remember the Nigerian guy that was actually pronounced dead before he died? The actor?
No.
There's an actor that died. Was it last week we were talking about him?
Mhm.
So these people started pronouncing him dead.
Mhm.
They went because they didn't like get his, I think, what is the name? Kumpulizia?
Okay.
Is it, what is the name? When somebody like has died in water, no, has suffocated himself with water,
Yeah.
you will like, what
Trying to
is,
give them first aid.
yeah, or
Yeah.
whatever, something
Yeah.
like, they didn't, they just thought he was dead, went and dumped him in the morgue,
Oh my gosh.
and people started talking about how he's
Yeah.
dead, and he woke up
Mhm.
only to die maybe days later.
Yeah.
You see the influence of that.
Mm.
You have pronounced somebody dead and yet he's suffering and is surviving. Hata yeye atasema tu sasa nyinyi mmeshasema nikufe si nikufe.
Mm.
So it's very important also, influence, whatever you get out there, whatever you say, however you speak, there's somebody that is always watching and
But
listening.
I feel like also people who are following these people,
Yeah.
you should just be smart.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should basically understand whatever you're trying to portray out there.
Yeah.
Because not everybody has emotional intelligence.
Yeah. Not
Which is-
everybody, exactly.
Yeah. Like not all your followers have emotional intelligence. They're just gonna do whatever you're gonna do. For example, if you say, "Oh my God, today I have this skincare routine, from I don't know avocado and coffee. It made my skin so smooth."
Yeah.
And you have like 2 million followers. Do you think some will definitely like do research
No, people are gonna do it.
because they trust you? Some are not really smart. Like they just believe you regardless. They just believe in you.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
that's so
God, people are so
sad.
dumb.
And that's why for me, I feel like this position are very dire, mostly in these public figures. Also I think I'm going to talk about this week in regards to people in different factors
Yeah.
in Africa, like positions, like leaders
Yeah.
in different countries and how they're basically acting upon it and whatever they're portraying to the public.
Exactly.
Because it's sad. People are literally dying,
yeah.
losing hope, and they're ending up in situation where it's like they are in a country with no leadership. Obviously there's no leadership because the leaders are leaving for whatever suits them.
Exactly.
And the fact that you're the one who chose this person, or maybe not, because
No, we
maybe
didn't choose
they're
them.
always chosen before we choose
yeah, we
them.
didn't choose them.
It's sad.
I mean, look at it. I don't know if you had Dobby's video that she was sharing about this guy. I saw
Mhm.
the video, it drove me crazy.
Right.
The guy was actually saying, I think he saw like a Mzungu guy,
Mhm.
was so excited,
Okay.
very ignorant.
Mhm.
But look at what the president of Rwanda is doing.
Mhm.
Does he say his people are like that? He
Mhm.
doesn't. What does he portray out there for people?
Mhm.
We are okay, we're doing well. Are you really doing well? There are
Right.
people who have never seen phones there.
Which country?
That was a Rwandese guy.
Okay. Okay.
The
Mhm.
video was so disturbing. There's a Mzungu guy
Mhm.
that was
Yeah, that's
driving.
Rwanda. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's and the guy, the African man who is in a bike is excited, asking,
Really?
"What is that? Is that a camera? Oh, I love you." I'm like, what do you mean, bro?
That's
You're making
the
me laugh.
ignorance. That's the ignorance of Africa, Shimon. It's easy to keep an ignorant population under control. And Kagame being a no good, dirty despot, he's kept everybody ignorant. That's why you don't see him on social media. He's been a dictator.
Right.
The CIA's put him in power for the last 30 years. So there's no social media. You're not going to see no Rwandans on no social media saying anything about Kagame because they'll be unalive. They're mysteriously go missing.
Right.
Exactly. And he's out here acting like they're doing okay. If you see how Rwanda, whatever has been brought on social media, what we
Right.
see is developed country.
Yes.
It looks like this.
Kigali.
Kigali,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't
Now-
even believe, but look
Now,
at what we are seeing.
Now remember, Joe, remember when I had Cammy and Spice, when I had Cammy and Spice go down there, Cammy being very wise, she's like, Keith, this is like a police state around here. I was like, what, Cammy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, it's clean and everything, but this is a police state. I said, damn. So even her, that was Cammy's first time out of Kenya. before I even sent her down to Tanzania a couple times. That was the first time leaving Kenya. I sent her down to Rwanda, and she knew instantly she was in a police state. She said, "This is a police state."
Yeah.
Shit. So yeah,
They're not even allowed to have their phones to showcase the real thing.
Are you serious?
no.
Yes, you can't. You can't in Rwanda. You can't go and vlog.
Okay, I didn't know that.
No, you not easily like here Kenya where you have some people just
Anywhere.
taking videos. Oh,
Yes.
I'm a vlogger, I'm an influencer. In Uganda, in Rwanda,
Mm.
influencers would die of hunger.
Really?
Yeah, they don't do that
Right.
because
Yes,
you've
yes,
heard
really, Ewoton.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's a police state.
Okay.
They put a,
a
they put
police state.
Kagame in power, and what you see on the media is a lie. He's a dictator. He's a
Right.
brutal dictator. So when people have talked about him and luckily left the country, he sends out people to go kill their ass in other countries. I guess the
Yeah.
reporters that they murdered in South Africa. He had his people go down to South Africa and strangle them to death in the hotel. Now you can
Right.
Google that. These are facts. And then South Africa got mad and say, "How dare you bring your damn people in here to hang people in our country?" So
Right.
yeah.
You can.
So
For
just be
real.
glad just be glad you're not from Rwanda, Ewoton.
We would
You
have
might
died. We would have died, Keith.
right. There'd have been no,
We would
there'd
have
have been
been
no, you wouldn't have been no social influencer down there. Only one social influence down there is Kagame. That's it.
only.
Oh my God, and
Yeah.
that's sad because what's the need of influence? The president. What's the need of him being there then?
Because he's a dictator. He's good at it.
because
That's why he's
because
there.
because they're
And
for
that's why you
white
hear
people.
people
What you
saying,
mean? That's why he's there, because he's still not the Congo. What do you mean? Why is it? Because he's the interest of white people stealing resources out the Congo. That's why he's there. That's why he's put in power. What do you mean? Every time so naive how the world
and
works. What's the reason he's there? So he can steal for white people. What you mean? That's why he's there every time. So he can steal shit. That's why he's there.
yeah.
Right.
And he's really good at it.
He is good
He
at
is
it.
good at
The
it.
fact that
Yeah, he's good at it.
listening to
Yeah.
they picked the right person to basically fit in the shoe.
But they
And that
groomed
is why
him.
you
But
see Rwanda
they groomed him. Exactly, looking good and getting all that good press. Oh, look at Rwanda. It's so clean and so good.
exactly.
That's
Rwanda is
propaganda.
doing good. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is why every time you see, oh, Rwanda is doing good.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenya is actually having the best president. Why? And sisi watu wa ground, we don't see that.
Kenya?
Like, Kenya
People
is
say
named
that?
what people say that. Yes.
Okay.
Everybody says Nairobi is the best city in Africa.
Mm.
Kenyans, we
Propaganda.
have the best. I'm like, what do you mean?
That's so sad though. Toto, are you there? Any comments in regards to this before we
Yeah,
wind
yeah,
up?
I'm just
We're
listening
gonna
to this
continue with this
interesting
topic this week
conversation.
in different sectors. Okay. In regards
Actually,
to what do you think influence should be redefined as? Shmani and Toto, and also I'll talk about it, and then we're gonna close up.
well, influence should always have a positive impact to the community, or even to your followers, because there's no way you're gonna tell me you're influencing somebody to use a certain product or a certain way of lifestyle, then it goes ahead to affect them. Then that means your influence is totally wrong
Mm,
because you are selling the wrong commodity or the wrong thing to your followers, which is actually wrong.
mm,
If you're influencing them,
Yeah.
influencing
right.
them on the positive things that will also be able to benefit them, not only be a benefit to you, but also to your
Mm,
community, because that's a community of yours you've built there. The 100 followers, the 2,000 followers, that's your
yes,
community you've built there.
Exactly.
I agree. I
I do
agree.
agree.
Yes, Shmani.
Yeah. My closing remark, I feel like if you call yourself an influencer, kindly be an influencer. Know the difference between an influencer, a YouTuber, sijui what, a TikTok. Know the difference.
You mean
No, I am
you mean the
influential.
difference? You talk about the difference between an influence and a propagandist. Most influencers are propagandists. They're paid, so they're not really speaking on their behalf. They're all paid. That's you're
Yeah.
paid. So, and if you get out of line of real influence, They'll put a bullet in your head.
Mm.
Real influence, they don't want
Yeah.
you to have real. They don't want you to have real
Exactly.
influence to be able to change society because now you're a danger
Yeah.
to the people that actually run the world and run your country. You're now a danger. Real
Yeah.
influence
Yeah.
is about mobilizing against tyranny. They don't want that. They don't mind you saying,
Mm.
"Oh, buy this kind of soap, buy this kind of detergent." That's all propaganda.
Mm.
That's not really influence. You just you just
Sure.
put out there to make money to promote propaganda.
Yeah.
So it's a difference between
Yeah.
influence and propaganda. So if you're going to be,
Yeah.
and since Africa's been put in so much poverty, you got nothing but in the rest of the world, you got propagandists. Real influence is dangerous. The real influence
Right.
moves society, moves the youth to act. Yeah, I'm not trying to
Right.
act, oh, buy these new shoes, buy this new coat, and all this other bullshit. I'm telling you,
Right.
overthrow the goddamn government. I'm telling you that. That's a problem. That's real influence. That's a danger to the establishment. Now you're talking about power, a power dynamic. But all
Mm.
other influence on social media is propaganda. Oh, buy this shirt. Look at this shirt I got. It's buy this new Gucci shirt. Buy this new
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton bag. That's
Yeah.
propaganda.
Propaganda. And I do.
Right.
That's the
I do.
difference.
Yeah.
I do agree, and you
Yeah.
can tell the difference
Yeah. Of
between
course.
influencers and
Yeah.
whatever we see on social
Yeah.
media. And that is why you see every time you come to social media, you try to
Mm.
speak something sensible. They
Yes.
block
They
you.
block
They
you.
block your page. They
Exactly.
want
That's why you
you.
want.
Do
That what
everything.
Shimani said. That what Shimani said is real. Because at one time we had 250,000 subs. They blocked that. They took them channels down. Yeah, this is real. Black Empire is real influence. We've been all over the world, from South
Right.
Africa to everywhere, but everybody. Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
Yeah. So you can
So
actually tell
I
that.
just want to talk about
The one you talk about
this
things that won't change the society, that won't
Yeah.
be so influential to
Yeah.
people.
That's
That's
just
why
like
you see
exciting to your mind.
exactly
Yeah.
things that are just there for now,
Mm.
or oh, let's have this club influencers, let's go drink, let's not think about
Right.
our health, our future.
Yeah.
Let's just be like this,
Yeah.
because if you have even real influencers in the ground,
Yeah.
you find their bodies thrown somewhere.
Yes.
Why do we? Because they were
Yeah,
Even
influential, they changed.
activates, they're
The
like
yeah,
very
activists,
committed. They
exactly.
love their
exactly
sport.
right, Shimani. Real change is dangerous. So understand,
Mm.
like last, because black people are reactionary. We're not proactive people globally. So
Right.
whenever they take a channel down, Ewoton, the last
Yeah.
year we got to 20,000 subs like in 6 months. They took that channel down last summer. Yeah, they take it
Right.
down. They'll take it down. They'll take it back down again because that's real influence. You're not up to teaching
Right.
them about how to fuck dance. You're telling African
Yeah.
people who they are. That's a danger to
Yeah.
white power.
Mm.
So any kind of real influence, they're gonna start blocking you. They're gonna start taking you
Yeah.
down. Like they
Yeah.
took you guys down TikTok. That's what
They did.
that kind of influence that's real, it's a danger. And we're gonna take you down. Or
Mm.
we're gonna try to put a bullet in your head. This is real.
Exactly.
So you gotta understand
Yeah.
you got to understand the power of the medium that you're in. The
Mm.
power of the medium that you're in through radio and TV. Because we're
Right.
right now, even though you're on Black Eye Power is streaming
Mhm.
on TV channels all around the world. That's
Right.
dangerous. And
Right.
so whatever we espouse, and we're talking about
Mhm.
black nationalism and black power and black people loving themselves and not
Right.
licking nobody's boots and licking white people's asses, that's a danger
Right.
to the power elite. They need people like Shimani said with that Wanda. Hey, how you doing? I love you. He don't even know
Yeah.
and he asked him, where you from? So I'm from France. Oh, okay. This moron don't even know it was the French that caused the genocide of his own people.
Right.
Kagame
Right.
hasn't even taught his own damn people. It's the white man, the French, that caused the genocide in Rwanda 25 years ago. He ain't even taught them
Right.
that.
Right.
And the French have come out of minutes like Not like it's a secret. The prince said, yeah, we're complicit. Because they started it. They're complicit. He doesn't know. He's in Rwanda. He knows about the genocide because you better believe he's lost family, uncles, cousins, mothers, daughters. But this moron doesn't even know the man he's smiling at are responsible for that genocide. And if you don't
Right.
believe me here, Google ain't hid that yet. You go to Google, say, was France responsible for the genocide of Rwanda? Yes. And Kagame, yes. See, that's the Kagame doesn't want to teach his people because he's also
Yeah.
responsible. Because Kagame was killing innocent Rwandans for France and the CIA to put his no good ass in power. See, us talking about this is dangerous. This see,
Right.
this brings knowledge to people. This is dangerous. You're not supposed to know Kagame is a war criminal. The world knows that. Because people
Yeah.
don't. He's a war criminal.
So
And
true.
so him and Museveni both. They blew up. Do this for me every time before we leave, real quick. Just do this go to Google, ask this question. Say what year did the president of Rwanda and Burundi get blown out the sky? See, Kagame and them, backed by the CIA, killed the old president of Rwanda in Burundi. They murdered him.
April 6, 1994.
That's right. And that's the beginning of the genocide.
Right.
Ewoton.
Yeah.
Kagame blew up the president of Rwanda. And now he's president of Rwanda. See how that works?
Yeah.
See, you're not supposed to know that.
Mm.
And the moron who's riding the bike, hey, we like you. He doesn't know that. But
Of
that's a
course it
fact.
isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that kind of influence is dangerous because now you're telling people about how the
Mm.
world really works. How does this moron who shot and killed the president now he's the president, and everybody knows he
Right.
did it. There's not no the rest of the world knows Kagame's responsible, but they
Right.
clean his image up. That's why he's on YouTube. Just like Shimon said, oh, look at Kagame. He's such a great leader. Look at Kigali, how great it is. That's propaganda.
It is.
It is.
Dang.
And that's why the Rwandans can't say that. Oh, you see the Rwandans on. Do me a favor. See if you can get a Rwandan guest. see if you, see
Really?
if you, yeah, why not? See if you can get one.
I do have two Rwandese friends.
Yeah.
I
You
do.
should get them here.
I'll
But
definitely
that's
do that.
but that's here. But they in Kenya, right? They in Kenya. They're not in Rwanda, right? Okay.
They're in Kenya. They're in Kenya.
Okay, well, ask them. They probably be scared as shit, though, because Kagame see that thing. Don't get an address. Kagame come and get your ass. Kagame come and get your ass.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really? Right. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, go.
We'll continue
go.
this conversation.
All right, but go bring them in, Ewoton. Ask them questions. Ask them. I'm interested to see. I'm interested to hear what they said.
I would
Just like Joby's nailist. What do you call you guys? The guys that do the nails. He's Rwandan. He told you. He said, I already knew it was the truth. He's in Kenya doing the nails. He said, man, you can't say nothing about Kagame. He'll kill you. You damn right. Ask him. Damn
Yeah.
right.
Right. Right.
And
Do that. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
I'm very curious right now.
no.
Honestly.
No.
You don't
Alrighty,
even
guys.
you don't
Thank you so
even
much for
you don't Ewoton, you don't even see them. They don't even get to dance on them social media. You don't even see the Rwandans dancing. Nothing. Dancing is harmless. I don't even see the dance videos from Rwanda.
actually have like officer.
Yeah.
He's in the army.
They are not even on TikTok. They'll be caught.
Honestly.
They sure,
Alrighty, guys.
they know that
Thank you so
TikTok.
much for joining us.
What's up, family? Everybody have a good one.
Right, and much love. Thank you so much for joining us. Toto, are you still there? Any last words?
Yes.
Oh, you did say your last
Yeah, I'm
words, but
here.
thank you so much for joining us. We'll be continuing this topic this week. The what is influence, the power of influence in the government and different industry here in Africa, and how we can definitely try and redefine that. Can be a
Yeah.
little bit hard,
Yeah.
but we can see how what perspective we might have
Yeah.
in regards to that. And Shimani, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
joining
much for
me. Mind
having me.
blowing conversation.
I had an amazing time with
You
you. Thank
did?
you so much
Of
for
course.
welcoming me to your show.
Yeah, and thank you for the amazing and enlightenment conversation.
Thank you so. I always have propaganda. Call me again.
Okay, ghost
Shimani with the
in a
money.
suit says Shimani umeamua
With the money.
uchape suti kiboko.
Wow.
Yeah, it says Shimani today is your host. Like,
Thank
yeah,
you.
she's my host today.
She might not
Thank you
want to
guys
go
for
with
joining
Wanda.
us on TikTok.
Those
We
are, she might
appreciate
not want
you.
to go with Wanda, but Wanda men ain't got no money. They broke. Ain't got no money. Wanda men ain't got no money. Every time
Okay,
they
until next
broke.
time.
They broke.
Period.
Have a great evening, guys. Let's meet on Wednesday on Let's Pop. Follow us on all the social media. Download our app on Google Store. We love you. And let's basically redefine Africa. And remember, you're the change you need to see in the world. Much love. Take care. And have a great
Bye,
afternoon.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
What,
Bye.
what's up, family? I like you guys' guest. He's a pretty cool guy. What's up,
Bye.
family?
Thank you
Bye.
so much, bro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.